everyone. We are here with a very, very special guest. A legend, needs no introduction. The one and only Demi Lovato.
Hello. I don't know where to look.
It would be this one.
Okay.
Yeah,
If you have like a really strong point you want to make, right into that camera.
Yeah.
Right there.
Get it? Point?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay.
We're starting with the jokes already. It's fine.
That one wasn't really good.
I'll probably say some jokes that won't be funny, but we'll pretend to laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll laugh at them.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for joining us. We are so honored that you're sitting with us today.
Oh, thank you.
Especially after last night,
Yes.
which healed all of us.
It healed me too.
Oh, so happy to hear that.
Thank you. It was so fun.
We have to ask you about it because it just was such a moment. I was watching the videos back again on my phone when just your name being announced and MetLife, I thought like MetLife was going to explode.
Aw.
How did that reaction sound to you on stage?
I'm like a little nervous Nelly. Like before every performance, pretty much before like every podcast, like my hands are sweaty right now.
Us too.
Like
Same. My heart's beating out of
I'm
my
an
chest.
anxious person, so like I get nervous before everything. So I wasn't even like, I wish I could have soaked it in a little bit more, but I was so focused on like, what am I singing, the chorus or the verse right now? Like
Right.
I was so I was so nervous that like I was focused on just hitting my marks and doing the thing that I didn't really like soak up the love. And also I have in-ears in, so
Yeah.
you can't really hear the crowd as much as you would if you didn't have them in.
Yeah.
So but seeing everyone and the reactions and everything just like filled my soul with warmth and love. It was incredible.
It
really
was
a dream come true.
No,
for
it
us.
really was a dream come true for us, for everybody there, for everybody at home watching that wishes they were a part of the show. So
Yeah.
many people are, oh my God, I'm so jealous
I was at
that you
those
guys were
early
there.
tours
Yeah.
in 2008, 2009. Like I have been a lot. Like we've really been fans from the beginning. So watching you on stage with them now was just so special. How did it all come to be?
Honestly, Joe just asked me like last week, was like, hey, what are you doing next weekend or on the 10th? We would love to have you come and perform This Is Me and wouldn't change a thing. You know, you've been like a huge part of our journey and vice versa. So he was like, this show is really important to us and we would love to have you there. And it was so nice. And like I said, it was so healing for me too. You know, we've been through so much together, all of us, the Jonas Brothers and I. And it was really, really great to like spend time with them. It was really cool. They came to my room, all three of them, and like spent time getting to know my husband, and which was really meaningful to me. And they just, you know, thanked me profusely for flying across the country to perform with them. And it was just so thoughtful. I felt so appreciated, and it was really healing for us. And I loved it. You know, every second of it was so great.
Yeah.
That is so amazing. And honestly, thank you to you and both the Jonas Brothers for allowing all of us to be a part of such a special moment. Because like you said, I'm sure it is healing for both of you. And having that time off stage too, to talk in your room with your
course.
husband. When Joe initially asked you, did it take a lot of thought before you said yes? Or was it kind of an instant?
No, it was an instant, like, let's do this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because, like, in this new era of mine, too, like, I'm going back to my, like, I'm throwing it back to, like, the memes and, like, some of the things I've been posting have been, like, really nostalgic. And so this just fit in with everything that I've been doing. And on top of that, it's such a meaningful song to me. This Is Me is, you know, my first big song that I've ever had. And so, getting to perform that with them for the first time in God knows how many years was just so full circle and so special. And, you know, it was great to see them.
That's what really, like, I did have an out of body moment where I was like, it was so meaningful for you guys, but for us too, to watch you in this new era where like she is thriving and to watch you get to come out and sing This Is Me was like such a crazy, I like have chills thinking of talking about it again. It was so amazing because people laugh, it's camp rock, it's but it means so much to our generation, and it's not just like a kids movie. It means a lot to us. And that song is so powerful lyrically. And that when hearing you get to say those words again on stage, I was like, oh, I'm going to cry again.
No, I
know. But it was like, and then you sang Wouldn't Change a Thing, which is my personal favorite. And when
Mine too.
I like when Joe was like, we have one more. I was like, oh my God, is it gonna be on the line? Like for a second, I thought on the line. I was like, then I'll actually throw myself off the upper deck. But Wouldn't Change a Thing. I fell over and it was just perfect.
It was insane. Like fully sobbing, and I'm like, do I look insane right now? But everyone around me was doing the same thing. Like everyone's crying. And by the way, you sounded better than ever.
Yeah. Oh,
like,
thank you.
Actually, unbelievable. The mic was on. You know, like it was. Yes, it was on. It was.
What was the last time you sang that song on stage?
So when Joe asked me and I said yes, I was like, "Fuck, I'm gonna have to relearn this because I don't remember the last time that I sang this, and like I definitely don't remember the words." So and once I listened to it a few times, it all came back to me. But the last time I performed This Is Me and Wouldn't Change a Thing may have been the Camp Rock 2 tour.
Crazy.
Which was 2010. Yeah. And then This Is Me, I think Joe and I probably performed it in like 2015.
Yeah.
But it's been a long time.
When you guys were singing each other's parts while the other person was singing, I was like, oh my God, they still know it.
We finished sound check and Joe was like, well, you still got it.
Yeah. I was like, oh my gosh, their voices together. It sounds amazing. But you did mention in this era of, going back and going over the internet memes and all of that, we're loving it. New song Fast is out. Obsessed. So much fun. I love music that makes me feel like hot and sexy and want to dance. And I feel like this is exactly the vibe you're going for.
Yes.
And with the music video, you touched on a lot of those past things we see pop up. The yogurt.
Yes. Poot.
Yes, poot. And if I were to ask you what your favorite dish is right now, what would you say?
A mug.
It's so good. What kind of inspired you to own these past internet viral moments?
I don't know. I think it's just like this era for me is I'm not taking myself too seriously. I think every other era of my life, I've written music for the albums to be like really cathartic and therapeutic, and like it was always such intense and heavy topics that I was singing about. And I was like, I went into the studio and I was making this, I was like trying to find my sound. And I started writing like really emotional songs, and it just wasn't resonating because I'm not in that place anymore. Like I'm not in a bad place in my life where I need to write these really intense emotional songs. I'm happy and I'm in love, and it's not that deep anymore. You know what I mean? It's really not. And so when I started making, there's a song called Frequency on the album. And that was the first song that I came into the studio with. And like, that's when I found my sound. I was like, okay, there's something to this. Yeah. And I just chased that with my producer, Zone. He's incredible. And so the whole album is like, even the emotional songs on the album, like I took a different approach with my writing. Like I've normally always written from like, it has to be authentic. I had to, like if I mentioned a date in the song, it had to be real. Yeah. And this time around, I was like in the studio running out of concepts to write about because there's only so many love songs and like so many songs about sex you can write. Yeah. And so I was running out of topics, and I was like, what if I just make stuff up and like have fun and like write from a fictional point of view? And I did, and it was really cool. It was a really cool writing exercise for me. It got me out of my head, and so even some of the emotional songs on the album are like, they're coming from me, but it's not. I don't know. I'm just not in that place anymore where I have to write music from a deep, dark place.
Right. Were you excited to go back into that that dance? Pop era, the EDM, Because even just immediately when we've obviously heard Fast, and we did get to hear two others as well.
Yeah,
we're
I love
obsessed with.
Oh, thank you.
And I'm just like, we're back in the that. It was almost like a flashback to some of the songs, like cool for the summer. Like some of those where
Yeah.
you're like, you had those heavy beats where we're like, yes, like you could dance to these. Did you feel that like connection at all between the eras?
Definitely. I think as an artist that's been in the game for as long as I have, you have moments where you take a look back at your career and you're like, okay, what worked for me? And I'm like, the rock stuff didn't work for me. And that's okay. Like, it was a passion project. And I went back to my roots a little bit with, I grew up listening to, in my emo days, like the rock stuff. And so I did that as like a passion project. But this one is like, it's fun. And I realized what worked for me was cool for the summer. And, these other big pop songs. And I'm like, why don't I just go back to that? And like, it matches my mood.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It feels like authentic to where I'm at right now. So like, I'm just going to chase that. And I did. And I came up with some really great songs that I'm really proud of. And I can't wait for everyone to get their ears on.
I cannot wait to hear more. We saw a little snippet of Kiss
Yes, at the club.
At the club. And you're
At
just like
Loose.
dancing, like letting loose, having fun, feeling free. I feel like these are what these songs embody, which I love. And it kind of, talks about you being happy in love. Like, no way.
No way.
No way.
This can't be happening.
No.
They do this.
We're just talking about my fire ass music.
Demi literally set the fire alarm off.
That's unbelievable. Oh my gosh.
Yep, thank you.
We got it.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah, we'll just make a music video if the strobes go
Honestly?
off. Don't mind if we start twerking. No, I feel like that was insane.
Of course.
But I feel like these songs embody exactly what you're talking about. Happy, in love, feeling free. Is it directly reflective of all of that?
Yes, definitely. Like I'm in a place in my life now where I feel free and happy and just like loving life. And that's what this music is really about. And also there's a lot of like sexually charged songs in the music too, but like
We're here for it.
yeah. But it's just like about embracing where I'm at now.
Yeah.
And it feels really good. It feels lighthearted. That's what I think is what I'm chasing with this project is lightheartedness.
Yeah.
It's so much fun. And even listening to it, getting ready in the morning, I'm like, I want to go dance.
Oh,
Just
good.
dancing in the mirror, loving it.
It really is. And we're also kind of, I'm stretching mine out now a little bit. I'm almost at a year. But we both also just got married. I was September last year.
I was
She
April 25th.
April.
Oh,
you were a month
nice.
after.
Yes.
Yeah, so we're
Congratulations.
Congratulations
y'all.
to you.
Thank you.
We're all wifeys in here now.
Yes, exactly. And it feels like we're all in that era of just like
Yes.
happy, in love, having a good time, loving life. We want to hear about your wedding.
Yeah.
You looked absolutely stunning.
Thank
the
you.
classic Vivienne Westwood. A
Yes.
staple, absolutely gorgeous. We were dying over it on our show. And also just over you in general lately. We were talking about how we just love seeing you live your life, own the internet, being so happy. What was the wedding planning process for you like?
So I actually started planning. We got engaged in December of 2023. Okay, forgive me. I'm blanking on the year, but
So
it was
fine.
a year and a half before we got married.
So
December
2023.
2023.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we got engaged in December, and then I started planning in January because I
you're
was
like,
like,
let's get this
let's-
show on the
let's
road.
go. I was like, I don't want to be stressed. That's
Yeah.
the last thing I want. And so we started planning early, and we found the venue immediately. We found all the other pieces of the puzzle pretty much immediately, and then of course it's stressful like leading up to the wedding because you want everything to go perfect.
Yeah.
You don't want anything to be messed up, and it's like, is it gonna rain and all these things, all these variables. But like when I say that the day couldn't have gone more perfect, like it was, everything went right. And all of that stress that I had accumulated over these like little thoughts in my head of like, what if this goes wrong? What if that goes wrong? It all went away. And it was such an amazing day. Like I was overjoyed and just like, it was the best day of my life.
Love to hear that.
Yeah.
No, it's so beautiful. How did you meet your husband?
We met in the studio. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So
amazing.
he's an artist himself.
Yes.
But he's also a songwriter. And so he came in as a songwriter for my Holy Fuck album.
Okay.
Yeah. And we wrote a few songs together on that project.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And did you know like instantly? Was it?
I knew instantly. But we were friends first.
Okay.
Like we really built a friendship first. And, you know, in the beginning, like I had a crush immediately. Like I literally sat down in the studio and texted my best friends and was like, the hottest guy just walked in. I was like, I don't know what to do. I'm so nervous. What do I write now? Like I want to impress him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So and
Like I had a whole idea for a song. I have to scrap it because
Right.
you cannot hear it.
Right.
Who made the first move?
It was collective.
Yeah.
It was both of us.
Yeah.
But
It was a collab.
It was a collab. Yeah.
I mean, the wedding planning process, you're right, it could be stressful, but when you have that amount of time, it almost makes it's like fun because there's not that much pressure when you have that much more time in between before the actual day. What was the guest list like? You know, like planning who you're going to invite, who's making the cut.
I wanted to keep it as small as possible. Like I really didn't want a 300-person wedding. But I wanted it to be intimate, but I wanted it to as I was planning, I kept being like, oh, but I need to invite this person. Oh, but I need to invite. So the number kept growing. It was fairly intimate. It was like 140, 150,
Yeah.
and which I think was like the perfect size, to be honest. But who made the cut? You know, it was just like people that are really important to me and that were a part of our story together. And everyone there plays a part in our relationship, and that's what we wanted to celebrate with them.
Yeah. You're in this new era, like you said, moving on, laughing about the past. Where do you think, like now in your 30s, it's like I feel this way after turning 30 as last year. It's kind of like your circle doesn't get smaller, but your friends are so important. And you learn so much more, I think, about friendship at this age too. How do you think your friendships have evolved in this new time?
I think over the years, you know, in my 20s, I had a lot of acquaintances.
Yeah.
And in my 30s, I have really good core group of people around me. And I value those relationships more than my acquaintances because those are the ones that are going to pick up the calls in the middle of the night if you're struggling or whatever. You know, those meaningful relationships, I value them a lot. And so I think my friendships have evolved where like I really just value the core relationships in my life because I'll take connection over anything, over fame, over money. Like what you have at the end of the day are the relationships in your life, your family, your friends. Like that's the most important thing in the world to me. And yeah. I don't know if that answered
No,
that.
it
but
does.
I feel
It
like
does.
with core friendships, like you said, as we get older, you notice your life look a certain way that when some of those people get removed, you're like, oh, well, my life has been improving and they're not in it. So maybe they didn't serve me well.
Yeah, and I think I placed a lot of expectations on other people in my 20s. Like I give a lot in relationships. And so when I was putting in the effort in these acquaintances and these friendships that were kind of superficial and wasn't receiving that back, I learned that lesson the hard way in my 20s because I was just like, here I am like really trying to be a friend for people that aren't reciprocating that, and I'm just not going to invest my time in that. Like I want people around me that have my best interest at heart, you know, and I want people around me that are going to reciprocate the connection that I'm giving.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I think that's how like the things that I've learned the most about friendships is like you kind of there's different tiers, right? And I think you just have to have a good understanding of where each person in your life, what tier they fall on.
I feel like a lot of people can relate to that though, like feeling like you give a lot to a friend, you don't feel it back. And you're like, you know what? Then this friendship isn't going to serve me so much. But then you know them for what they are and you can kind of keep them at that level, right?
And
like
I have
you can keep them at that tier. They don't have to be at the top, but like, we're cool.
And I have people in my life like that where I'm like, you know what? You are here for like
this reason
for this reason and this season, and that's fine.
Right.
Exactly.
So true.
I understand.
That is so true, for sure. You've been, very open about the trials and tribulations of, the child star life and all those things. How have you kind of healed yourself from those younger years?
Child Star, the documentary that I did was really healing for me, because it made me look back at my upbringing as a child star and how that affected me and shaped me into the person that I am today. And I learned so much about myself. And so, wait, what was your question?
I was just thinking, that's kind of, you answered working on the documentary. I said how you kind of healed yourself from
working on the
that
documentary,
label and all
but
those things
also,
that come with it.
It's just years of therapy. Like, I'm in therapy once a week. Without fail, I have been for probably 7 years now, once a week. And if I'm struggling, it's twice a week. Like, I do what I do to take care of myself.
Yeah.
I've put in a lot of work, and I've healed a lot of my inner child that was wounded from growing up in the spotlight, and through other traumas and things like that. But I've worked through that, and I think that shows. It shows where I'm at today. Like, the reason why people are like, "Oh, you're glowing," or this or that is like, one, I'm in love.
Yeah.
Two, it's like I've done the work.
Yeah.
And I will continue to do the work, because that's what this life is about evolution.
Right.
And you are 100% glowing.
Yes.
Like I said, we've talked about it on this show a ton. We see it right
Thank
in front of our face right now.
Thank
like
you.
you have a sparkle about you. And it's honestly
Thanks.
really beautiful to see. And you have opened up so much about mental health. And with the documentary Child Star, we loved it.
Yeah.
We loved obviously getting to see more behind the scenes, learn from a lot of people who've been in your situation. What's something you think like the industry can learn from children who are getting involved, artists? How can they support people like you?
When I set out to do this film, I was trying to figure that out, right? Like, there's no manual on how to raise a child star. You just have to set them up for success by having a solid foundation in the family. Like, family is everything. If they're coming from an unstable home, it's probably likely that it's going to be an unstable, journey for them. And so providing them with support is really important. Setting them up financially is extremely important. A lot of people get taken advantage of financially as child stars, and especially now we're in like the wild, wild west, where there's no legislation on social media and compensation and protection for minors on the internet. And so we have to really take a look at that. And, legislation always follows technology, so it's just inevitable that we'll get there. We just and we are getting there. Gavin Newsom signed a bill into effect that protects minors and helps compensate them online, and other states are following suit. So hopefully that'll just become the norm. And
that's so true now too, because it's like the way it's evolved. It's like when we were growing up, we were watching the kids on Disney Channel, but now it's kids are watching kids on TikTok who are making all their money on TikTok and doing all those things. And you really embrace the whole TikTok world now, which
I'm having so much fun.
Love it.
And we can see that. What kind of made you think, you know what? I'm gonna really start posting on this app and making jokes and having fun with old memes, the Disneys, all those fun things.
So I was like, I'm kind of a little bit of what else can I be doing? You know what I mean? I'm not a workaholic because I really value my rest time. But I was just kind of what else can I be doing? And I was posting my cooking videos on TikTok and was having so much fun with that I was like, maybe I should try some of the trends, you know what I mean? And some of the lip syncs. Let me just see what that's like. And then I did it and I got hooked. And then I started posting every day. And sometimes I'd have more than one post a day, and I'd have them. And I just with my friends, we started making TikToks together, and it just became a thing. And so once I started posting, everyone received it well. And I was like, wow, this is great. Cause I'm I literally just did this to start having fun on the internet.
Yeah. No, we felt it. It's so much fun to watch. I think people forget, and I see in the comments, she is an actress. It's
let's not forget.
Let's not forget that she nails it. Do you ever kind of get the acting bug again, or are you happy in the music era?
love to act, but my confidence in my acting is not as strong as my music. And I think it's because I've just done more music. And you know, when I started in the industry, it was film and television and music. But then it just ended up turning into music, and I spent so much time away from acting and now I'm like, oh God, am I doing a good job? Like, you know, I'm really in my head about it. So, I definitely get the itch, and I would actually love to take lessons more than I have been, and just get into like build my confidence in acting, and then you know, do it again.
Yeah. It's all there. We know the comedic. You have
amazing
comedic timing.
Thank you.
I mean, people like, you know, we all watch Sunny with the Chance. Like, you had amazing comedic timing.
Thank you.
So it's there. It'd be really fun to see something like that again.
And it is funny to say, but you even see it in the TikToks. Like you being able to do the trending audios, making fun of yourself. Like the comedy is all there.
Thanks.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree more. I feel like it's you have to be able to embrace all of that too.
Right. And you did go back to the yogurt shop.
I did.
Were you nervous about that?
No, I wasn't nervous. It was like, it's been so long. Yeah. And I actually was really excited, and there was fans there. So like the fan interaction was really heartwarming to me. You know, getting to see my fans in the parking lot, like singing Fast before it was even out was just like so cool. So I wasn't nervous. I had a really great time, and everyone there was really accommodating, really sweet. And you know, they didn't have to welcome me back with open arms, but they did. That was really cool.
Yeah. Everyone was so excited to see that, especially because honestly, I kind of forgot about that video for a second. And then when I saw you at the yogurt shop, I was like, oh my gosh.
Yes.
It all comes back.
It all comes rushing back.
Yes.
That is so true. Do you watch any of the old stuff? Like, are there times when you're like, oh, let me throw Camp Rock on? And
so one of my best friends, her name is Libby. She was like, I actually have never seen Camp Rock 2. When I told her I was going to do this with the Jonas Brothers, she was like, I've actually never seen Camp Rock 2. And I was like, bitch, we're watching it. Like, we have to.
Sit down.
Sit the fuck down. And so she was like, well, we have to watch the first one. And so we watched the first one, and I cringed out of my soul, but I loved every second. And then we watched the second one the next night, and it was so fun. And like, it was really, I look at Camp Rock and Camp Rock 2, and even my albums, they're all scrapbooks for me. Because I had so many memories from that time, and even just on set and working on that film, that when I watch Camp Rock and Camp Rock 2 back, I don't just see a project that I worked on. I see a collection of memories that really fulfilled me and gave me so much life at a dark point in my life. I was kind of struggling when I was working on those projects, but those projects brought me so much joy. And so when I watch them back, it's not just, oh, this was this movie I was in. I'm like, it's like looking at a scrapbook but moving, and it's really, really cool.
I love that because it takes us back too. I was listening to like full Demi discography in preparation. I was so excited.
Yay.
And you know, it takes you back to, I'm like listening to
Don't
Did
Forget.
You forget?
Oh my God.
I'm like, it's transporting me back to like my 8th grade boyfriend, like not talking to me after we went to different high schools, and I was like, he forgot about me, like this. And I just remember it. You like every lyric, I'd be like, she knows me,
and it was so good. And I honestly just saw somebody make a video about this the other day, because like Fran saying, like, you listen to Don't Forget, which I remember filming myself on my laptop, like, so seriously. I have the worst voice. No, the worst voice of all time. And I'm like, did you forget? And it's so bad, but like, it really, like how you talked about last night healing you, it does heal the parts of us inside of us too. But somebody made a video being like, guys, Demi gave us this song at 16 years old. Like, the vocals that you were giving at that age.
And I'll actually say I was 15. Because
when
I wrote it and recorded it, I was 15.
Crazy.
And then my album came out when right after I turned 16.
You just have one of the most powerful voices of our generation. I totally believe that. And people really do
100%.
Always hype you up in that aspect. Like, your voice
and
is
you were working overtime then too. You kind of forget because we were kids too. So it's like, we were just used to what was coming out. But now looking back, I'm like 2008, 2009, like it was albums every year.
When you dissect the timeline of what we were doing as Disney Channel kids,
Crazy.
it was crazy. It was a movie, an album, a TV show,
A tour.
and a tour for 3 years straight. And there was no downtime. Like when I would have a hiatus from my TV show, I'd be busy doing promo in Europe for the TV show, or my tour bus would pick me up from the stage, the sound stage, and I'd go to do a festival, or I was constantly working. And I think that's also another protection that people need to put in place for child actors today and performers, because when you run kids into the ground, it's setting them up for either rebellion or burnout.
Overwork.
Or both.
Yeah.
And you just can't do that to a kid.
Yeah. After last night, with seeing the hype around it, everybody's reaction, are you sort of like, oh my gosh, now they're going to want more from me in this aspect, and like Camp Rock and the Jonas Brothers, all of that? Or are you like, we could just let it live on that stage?
I think I know what you're getting at. And I'm not going to say, but like,
how about touring? Even just like want more videos of you guys together.
Like even I'm coming from an aspect of like, I was dying to see you sing live on stage like that again. Like, do you think you would want to get back into touring?
Yeah, definitely. I definitely want to tour with this album.
So fun. Like, just
I have to. It's gonna be such a party. Like,
exactly.
It's gonna be
That's
so
what
fun.
I'm envisioning.
So fun. But I think like, I would love to do more. And I think there's like, it's a delicate balance, right? Like, it's not like I want to live in the past.
Right.
I want to like highlight it and acknowledge it and, be appreciative of it, but not live there.
Right.
Well, I think that's kind of what your music video shows in Fast, right?
Yes.
Because I saw people talking about the concept of like, you're talking about you want to go fast, but you're walking slowly through your past, sort of.
Mm-hmm. And I'm like, there's a lot of chaos surrounding me, and I'm unfazed by it. Like, if you notice, I don't look at the camera until the very end of the video. That was a fun video. Yeah, for sure.
What type of prep goes into a video like that? Because it's like, it's such a great strut that you have going.
Oh, thank you.
I know that's but my immediate thought was like, wow, it's hard to walk like that.
Yeah.
I just kind of turned it on.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what got into me, but I just started strutting and I had fun with it. Yeah.
You're like, I just have it. Okay, guys.
Yeah.
Now we kind of want to wrap on like a fun topic, which is reality TV.
Yeah.
We know that you love Love Island, like we love Love Island. And when we saw you were talking about it online, the amount of times we were like, can we get Demi, even over Zoom, to recap an episode with us? Like, all we wanted to do.
We'll do anything. She could say, I want to talk about nothing else but Love Island.
She come here and say, yes. You don't talk about my past, don't talk about my future, don't talk about my music, Love Island. So we got to talk about it.
Okay.
You were loving the season.
Yeah.
Can we just get some thoughts about how you were feeling watching the season? You told us you've watched every UK and US.
Yes. So I've watched every UK, every US. I haven't done Australia, but I'm going to because of you guys.
Yes.
Yep.
The season was interesting. I felt like last season maintained the drama better. Like this season was like the drama came in hot and heavy, and then it kind of like fizzled out a little bit, and it was kind of like, I remember watching and being like, God, where are they going to go after this? Like, it's really climaxing right now in the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
And I didn't love that there weren't any like God, this sounds bad, but like any like solid couples at the end.
Totally, yeah.
It wasn't like last season where it was we were confident that we had multiple couples leaving like in love.
Yes.
You know?
I think that's what we all secretly root for is like, yes, it's a show that has a lot of drama and it's entertaining and all this stuff, but like at the heart of it, like, no. We want to see them last.
Yeah, and you see the way like Leah and Miguel talking about each other now, and you're like, this is beautiful.
It's amazing.
It's beautiful, and we were a part of it. Yeah. Like, we shared that with them.
Serena and Cordell, like, we rooted for them so hard last year, and it was like, to see them still together.
Yeah, it's
amazing.
Beautiful.
And everybody I mean, they've been through their ups and downs, Molly May and Tommy Fury, but we go off that with season 5. We're like, we want to see that in the end.
Yeah,
Right.
definitely. What did you think of this season of UK? Because honestly, did you watch this
I
season?
didn't
of UK?
watch the season of UK. I was so invested in US that I didn't watch
You'll
it.
get
but
into that
But I'm
next.
starting
Whoa.
it today on the plane home,
Okay.
on the plane ride home.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's a doozy. It's a
Okay.
doozy.
Is it?
Yeah.
I didn't hear anything about it because the
It
US stole
wasn't-
all its thunder.
It does, because I think the conversation in America now is like it gets brushed under a little bit because we're all watching US.
Yes.
It's not like in those early summers when not a lot of people were watching US and everyone was talking about
Yes.
UK. Now everyone talks about US. But UK, the guys on the UK pulled some crazy moves.
Yeah, I'm not
this
caught up
season.
yet
Wow.
either. I'm still
Yeah,
watching.
like crazy moves. So it's worth watching. Did you have any favorites from this season of US?
Of US, I mean, I love Amaya.
Yeah.
Amaya Papaya.
Love.
She's so damn cute.
getting the
I know, right?
zoomies.
Getting the
and
zoomies.
Yeah.
all the
just like,
sayings.
and she was like, I don't know, there just wasn't a lot of drama around her.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I loved it. And she was just like lighthearted to watch on camera and just like infectious. And
Yeah.
I just loved watching her.
Loved it.
So fun.
Yeah.
Besides Love Island, are there any other reality shows that you love?
Besides Love Island, yes. I love The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City.
Yes.
You are
Love.
speaking our language.
Love Vanderpump Rules.
The
Like,
best.
and
It just like almost doesn't get better than the like initial seasons of Vanderpump Rules.
true. It's really good. I just got to Scandival.
Wow.
So I'm watching through, like, I watched from season 1 to now, and so it's just peaking.
for the first time.
Yes.
Wow, I'm jealous. I wish I could erase it off from my brain and rewatch it for the first time.
Yeah.
Ugh, so good.
But I love the Housewives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Salt Lake City
Salt Lake
ladies
Cities
are
yeah.
really top notch. They have been every season. They just give more and more. I think
Yes.
it's like
Yes.
good new additions.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I
they've
watched
been good.
Mormon Wives.
Yes.
Yeah.
Those
That
girls
one
also bring the drama.
They bring the drama, but I thought it was kind of like not as good as The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. And I can't help but compare them.
Yeah.
Sometimes
that's
when you
fair.
become like a Housewives purist, it's hard to
Yeah.
step
Yeah.
away.
Yeah.
Do you like other Housewives or is Salt Lake like your?
I've only seen Salt Lake.
You got to watch the
I
beginning
gotta
of New
watch.
Jersey.
Yes, so I'm like new in the reality
Yep.
TV game. I've been like scripted television for so long that now, for some reason, I just like started watching reality TV and I'm hooked. And
Yeah.
so if you have recommendations,
We welcome you.
Yes. I was gonna say, like, if you want to go old school, you got to go back and watch the early New Jersey. Like,
Okay.
I
Have
think,
to.
like, if you want to go way back, if
I
you wanna
heard
go
New York
more
and Beverly
new,
Hills is really good.
They are so good. The early seasons, all of those are amazing. If you want to go like current, what's on right now, Miami.
Okay.
Those girls are out of their minds, and it is so. It's like what I want from Real Housewives. It's not really crazy, serious drama, but it is hilarious what these ladies
Yeah.
like. Well, a woman just threw a party about narcissists. And they all had to read like all these sayings, and like none of them realized it's like this call's coming from inside the house. You know, like none of them were
Yes.
like, "Is this party about us?" Like,
Yeah.
Right.
It was
So good.
unbelievable television.
So good. And if you want to watch people flipping tables and just like Italians
Yeah.
screaming at each other,
New Jersey is
Okay.
great because
Yeah.
it's actually family. Probably not great for them, but it's great for us that it's real family dynamics. Like,
Yeah.
you know, a lot
Yeah.
of them are actually related, which changes things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Hope we sold you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
listen,
I'm
if you want
sold.
to talk any reality TV with us, we could just sit here and talk
Yes,
reality TV.
exactly,
Next
exactly.
Love Island season,
I'm in here.
recaps.
For sure.
Recaps.
For sure.
We are so excited to hear more new music from you.
Thank you.
What else can you
Can't
tease
wait.
for us? Because we did hear some
No,
others. I'm not really sure what we can
Yeah.
talk about.
We
but
obviously heard the snippet of Kiss. that
but
you put
I'm
out.
like,
you know what? I'll give you a tease. Yes. My knees, I just shot the music video for my second single. My knees were black because I was dancing so hard.
wow.
And I don't, like, I
choreo.
choreo.
so back into the dancing.
Back into dancing, back into like, yeah. It's
Oh
going to
my
be
God, I love
really
it.
good. I'm really
Wow.
Getting
excited.
full like major pop star Demi.
like
I
on the
love it.
ground,
Yeah.
like
On
whipping
the
it
ground,
around.
on the table, on
Oh.
the fucking everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Doing it everywhere.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Well,
I'm getting the vibe.
There
No.
was a stripper pole.
Oh, can
Yeah.
you
sold.
do it?
I can't. But you know what? I made it look like I could.
Good. I tried on the bachelorette party. We went on a boat and there was a stripper pole. Couldn't. You know what I mean? Like
No, but your cousin.
But my
Franny
cousin-
I want to
could.
take a pole dancing class though. I think
Yes,
it's so fierce.
I think they're the strongest.
So strong.
Human
the core
beings.
strength.
Yes. And it's so
Insane.
sexy and like empowering. I love it.
Exactly.
When they
It just
can like
makes you feel
move
so good.
slow
Yes.
around, it's like, how are they doing that?
Yeah.
Amazing.
No,
Wow.
I remember, you did an interview and somebody asked you when you feel the most confident, and you said when you're having sex. And I loved that answer. Like,
Yeah,
I was
'cause then
like, I can relate.
Yeah, it's like when you are stripped down in your barest form and you're doing something you want to do and you're taking control, depending on what you're doing. And it's empowering and it's sexy and
So present.
you're present.
Like,
exactly. You have
Nothing
to be.
else exists in the world.
Yes.
Oh, I totally feel you.
Yeah,
I love
that's
that.
when I feel the most confident.
And this
love it.
music along with that.
Yeah. I feel like this whole album is
Yeah.
that's what we're gonna
Yeah,
be. That's what we're
definitely.
gonna be getting, which we are obsessed with. Can't wait. Can't wait to hear more. Can't wait to see what else is coming from
Yes.
you, Demi. Thank you
Thank you.
so much for coming on our show. It's
Thank
truly
you.
an honor, a dream come true.
It really is a dream come true.
Yeah.
You have been a dream guest of ours
Aw, y'all are so
forever. And
sweet.
honestly,
Yeah.
just like,
this paired with
Since our
last
childhood.
night, like actually, I will not be able. I won't shut up about it for who knows how long.
yeah,
so.
it's going to
Oh,
be hard to sleep this
good.
week, honestly.
Yeah.
So thank you so
Good.
much. And everybody, stream fast. Because
Yes.
It is so good.
Let's go,
and
guys.
we cannot wait to hear more from you. So thank you so much.
much.